Hello, everyone again. Welcome to Buhay Meets. And we've entered Holy Week. And I think that as we enter the Triduum, I decided, it's the perfect time to introduce you to another pro-life warrior who is really fit for this Holy Week and to talk about different things about our faith. And I'd like to introduce him to you. Our next pro-life warrior, the member of our pro-life warrior generation, is Joai Villas. Hello, Joai.
Hello, everybody. Good
Right.
afternoon, good morning, whatever time you're listening to this. Hello.
Yes, whatever time you're listening. And we're in different places, obviously, but
Wow.
not in NCR. I'm in Zambales and Joy is in Bohol. So excuse
Yeah.
our internet connection. So just bear with us. Okay, Joy, give us a little introduction about how you what's your background?
Okay. Currently, I am serving as the national coordinator of the pillar that is propagating the beauty of our Catholic faith. So it's called Live the Faith, and we aim to lead our fellow Catholics and even non-Catholics to know, love, and defend the Catholic faith. Because we believe that there's so much richness in our faith that we as Catholics have yet to discover or realize. And because of that, we fail to fully live out our identity. Previously, I was serving as a missionary of the Live Pure movement, and I see the bigger beauty of mission because of where I am right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much, I think, the things that are important that I need to share today.
And that's why Joy is our featured pro-lifer for now, because exactly live the faith. So we're entering the Triduum, which is really it encompasses our faith. So what was the biggest leap in terms of coming from live pure to live the faith?
Okay, I think from being a missionary here, I was just focusing on young people and leading them to understand that love is beautiful and the vocation of marriage is something worth preparing and waiting for. But with Live the Faith, I came across a mission that is bigger than I think any mission that I have come to be part of in the past, because Live the Faith is actually gonna center on where all the other missions are coming from, which is our Catholic faith. And I am, in a way overwhelmed, not with the mission, but what I am eventually discovering as I move on with the mission of Live the Faith. So, yeah, from a micro perspective of Live Pure to a macro perspective of the faith, realizing that there's so much more to discover and to dive into as a Catholic, especially now, as you said, that we are heading on to the celebration of the Paschal Mystery or the Triduum. So, yeah.
So in your few, because I know it's fairly recently that you got into live the faith. What are the different challenges that you've experienced or realizations about Filipinos and their faith that you realized over the past few months?
Well, in terms of the Filipinos, the richness of the Pinoy's brand of faith, I should say, is that we have devoted ourselves to the Lord, and we know that we are for the Lord. But at the same time, I think there's this challenge among Filipinos that because emotionally and I think spiritually as well, we already are devoted to God. The reason and the understanding part of the faith somehow takes a back seat, and it needs to be addressed because the beauty of knowing God and understanding faith is that it deepens our love for God. it deepens our practices, or it deepens our understanding, and it deepens our experience of our practices as Filipinos. So the faith of the Filipinos are, it's beautiful, but it could be more beautiful, and I should say meaningful, if you get to truly understand the beauty of our faith. And yeah, so I should say that I belong to that, side or realm of the Filipinos that need to discover my faith even more. Because as I am discovering it now, I get to say, wow, I belong to the to the one true church, and this is so beautiful.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
the challenge, though, because we're majority Catholic, so it's really a faith that is brought down from generation to generation and not really
Yeah.
studied or understood. So kaya maraming din
Yeah.
lapsed Catholics along the way, or just people who
Exactly.
go on Sundays or holy days of
Mhm.
obligation, but don't really understand the faith. So you have a big
Yeah.
challenge ahead, right? And what's next? What's in store for Live the Faith?
Well, what's in store for Live the Faith is that I want to be able to lead Filipinos uh, to you know a deeper appreciation of the foundations of our faith. Let's say, for example, when we talk about baptism, you know, for a lot of Filipino Catholics, baptism is just a tradition that we do because we're a Catholic family. We're a Catholic nation, and it's just but right that the newest member of our family gets to be baptized because we're a Catholic family. But in that understanding of baptism, it's more than just a tradition. It's actually being welcomed into the body of Christ. And in that sense, there's so many details about the faith that Filipinos, and even, of course, non-Filipinos, need to discover because we want to be able to have depth in our faith. Because when we know why we are celebrating this and that in our faith, then we can meaningfully and beautifully practice it even more. So what's next for Live the Faith? Right now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to reach communities, charismatic communities that have already established, this culture of being for the Lord. And then we want to be able to help these communities, parishes. Currently, I'm in Bohol. We're going to give Lenten recollections in the next 3 days before Monday, Thursday, so that people can value their faith even more. In a sense that they would be able to start realizing that there's so many details that we as Filipinos overlook. And if we get to look at those details, appreciate those details, then we get to say, I belong to the one true church. But more than saying that I belong to the one true church, I understand the meaning of this church being the one true church. Um, Exciting times ahead for the mission. And we ourselves in the team, in our team that's doing the mission, we are learning as well at the same time that we're doing the mission. We're learning so much, and it makes us want to say, you know, value your faith even more. And this faith is what will give us, inspiration and a solid foundation on how we live our lives every day. Yeah, so
That's
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 it.
that's just wonderful. And your excitement and the passion is really infectious. And I think you're just the great person for the job, and your team are really doing a great job. So thank you, Joy, for introducing us to Live the Faith. And we are very excited for what is to come with that pillar. And thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I'm sure there's so much more to learn about Live the Faith, so you can go to their Facebook pages or social media pages to find out more about Live the Faith and what they do and how you should also live your faith. And they can help you with that. So thank you, Joy. And thank you, everyone, for joining us for another Buhay Meets tonight. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, and God bless. Bye.
God bless you.